What a week it has been for Florida State football recruiting. Hykeem Williams, who is widely considered one of the best wide receivers in the 2023 recruiting class, announced his commitment to the Seminoles on Friday. The Fort Lauderdale Stranahan product joins FSU's 16-player class, which also added a verbal pledge from four-star linebacker Blake Nichelson on Tuesday. Williams and Nichelson, who is from Manteca, California, High, would be two of the highest-ranked recruits at their position to ever sign with FSU. More on FSU commit Blake Nichelson. Florida State football beats major West Coast programs for linebacker recruit Blake Nichelson More on FSU football recruiting. Florida State football coaches looking to take advantage of LSU win on recruiting trail. FSU football. Florida State QB Tate Rodemaker's father discusses Louisville, why his son never transferred, and more. Since the 2003 recruiting class, the Seminoles have only signed two high school receivers with a higher overall ranking on Rivals than Williams, 16. Fred Rouse, 2005, and Travis Rudolph, 2014, came in at no. FSU has not signed a receiver ranked among the top 100 overall recruits per 247 Sports Rivals since DJ Matthews Jr. in the 2018 class. The 6'3", 200-pound Williams comes in as a top 100 recruit on 247 Sports, 4 stars, no. 26 overall, Rivals, 5 stars, no. 16 overall, and on 4 stars, no. Not since the 2016 class has FSU signed a high school linebacker with a higher overall ranking than Nichelson, 132, per 247 Sports. Since 247 Sports launched in 2010, Nichelson would be tied for its 6th highest-ranked recruit that the Seminoles have signed from a high school west of Tennessee. After adding Williams and Nichelson, FSU's 2023 class now ranks no. 21 nationally on 247 Sports and Rivals, respectively. He is a good-sized wide receiver. He is one of the premier wide receivers in the country, so it is a great catch for the Seminoles, said Tom Lemming, a recruiting analyst for CBS Sports Network, of Williams. Blake is a very good linebacker. He is one of the guys I was considering for the Butkus Award. It's very good getting both of them. Hykeem is a big-time wide receiver. Nichelson is a bit of an undersized linebacker but is a real talent. So those are some really good ones. More FSU football. Ron Dugans, wide receivers blocking playing key role in offense's success. Closer look at Hykeem Williams' recruitment. FSU beating several top programs for Williams should be considered quite the feat, especially in the NIL era. Alabama, Texas A&M, Georgia, Miami, and Pittsburgh were the other 5 programs Williams included in his top 6 list on August 8th. Williams took unofficial visits to Pittsburgh, September 10th, and Texas A&M, September 17th, earlier this month to attend their home games against Tennessee and Miami, respectively. But the Seminoles ultimately landed Williams, who went to their 24-23 win over LSU at the Superdome in New Orleans on September 4th. FSU's performance in that game, along with starting 3-0 for the first time since 2015, only figured to help its chances with Williams. The Seminoles pursuing Williams early in the recruiting process helped them build a solid first impression with him. On Jan 7, 2021, they were one of the first major programs to offer him a scholarship. FSU also hosted him for 4 unofficial visits, with the most recent one coming in late July. Still, Williams may not be a done deal for the Seminoles. He reportedly is considering visiting other programs this fall. He currently plans to visit FSU for its home game against Florida on Black Friday. FSU football versus Boston College. Florida State football coach Mike Norvell optimistic about team's outlook despite injuries. FSU legends Peter Warrick, Snoop Minnis featured in Williams' ceremony. Williams had quite the commitment ceremony. The ceremony, which was held at Stranahan High and broadcast on CBS Sports HQ, had a typical setup. Williams answered a few questions from 247 Sports recruiting analyst Andrew Ivins and gave an emotional speech before finally announcing his decision. But Williams had a theatrical way of committing. He first grabbed a Florida State hat before tossing it aside. Then, he picked up a Miami hat before putting it down. Finally, legendary former Seminole receivers Peter Warrick and Snoop Minnis handed Williams an FSU football jersey while the war chant blasted over the speakers. Florida State's 2023 recruiting class. Below are the 15 recruits currently committed to Florida State's 2023 class, along with what their ranking is on 247 Sports. 4-star Hykeem Williams, Stranahan High, Fort Lauderdale, Florida's no. 3-star Vandrevius Jacobs, Vero Beach High, Fort Pierce, Florida's no. 3-star Darren Goldie Lawrence, Seminole High, Sanford, Florida's no. 4-star Lucas Simmons, Clearwater Academy International, Clearwater, Florida's no. 4-star Roderick Kearney, Orange Park High, Orange Park, Florida's no. 6 interior offensive linemen, no. 4-star Samuel Singleton, Fleming Island, Orange Park, Florida's no. 4-star Lamont Green Jr., Gulliver Prep, Miami's no. Junior college transfer Jaden Jones, Hutchinson CC, Montgomery, Alabama, unranked 4-star Keldrick Falk, Highland Home, Alabama's no. 4-star Keith Sampson Jr., New Bern High, New Bern, North Carolina's no. 3-star Tavian Gatson Jenkins, Savannah, Georgia's no. 4-star Blake Nichelson, Manteca High, Manteca, California's no. 3-star DeMarco Ward, Duluth High, Duluth, Georgia's no. 4-star Kenton Kirkland Rains, Jacksonville, Florida's no. 3-star Quindarius Jones, Meridian High, Meridian, MS, no. 3-star Jabril Rawls, Pensacola Catholic, Pensacola, Florida's no. No one covers the Noles like the Tallahassee Democrat.